especially for Russia's moneyed class, English culture also had its impact. Tolstoy's favorite author, for instance, was...
Dickens.
Yes. And, of course, last week we covered Dostoevsky's main authorial influences.
George Sand and Balzac.
Good. As Tolstoy commenced writing both War and Peace and Anna Karenina, Count Leo would turn to...
David Copperfield.
Correct. He would turn to David Copperfield for inspiration.
I'm going to be editor next year.
Well, good for you.
I'm also the top of the class, and I intend to be valedictorian when I graduate.
Okay, I'm going now.
You'll never catch up. You'll never beat me. The school is my domain, and the Franklin is my domain. And don't you ever forget that. Okay, so here's how it should go. Madeline will do the introductions, I'll handle the debate. Rory will do the conclusion, and Louise will take questions.
Why do you automatically get to handle the debate?
Because I'm the most experienced at it. Trust me, you want her to handle the debate. She never gives up.
Here, Paris. Tristan might like this.
Can we just work, please?
Duh. Oh, lifers.
Hey, geez. We have a debate to organize here, and this conversation is quickly veering towards the subject of French kissing and glitter eyeshadow, trashy or trendy. And I, for one, have no intention of being humiliated in front of the whole class because we were forced to study in the middle of a carnival, and you two couldn't keep your eye on the prize. I want to win, and I'm going to win. The structure of the Elizabethan government is relatively sound. The division of power between the monarchy, the Privy Council, and the Parliament all seem to work. Agreed?
Agreed.
Ditto.
Okay. So in establishing our own government, I think duplicating a similar structure would be good, with a few alterations. Queen Elizabeth chose to remain unwed. She took on the burden of leadership all by herself at a time when possibly marrying the Prince of France or the King of Spain would have solidified her throne while expanding her empire. We are talking about government class, not the movies. God, why can't I get one person to care about this as much as I do?
Okay, fine.
So I secured us the classroom to work tomorrow and Sunday so that by Monday, we'll be ready.
We're working all weekend?
You're kidding.
Take this. It's an outline for the overall system. Appointment methods, some basic laws and penalties, plus some random ideas. Please be ready to discuss it tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't be late.
Of fiction, read it. It's a remarkable manifesto that contains basic truths that still apply to fiction in any form. All right, so, Henry James, the man of the moment. Pick your book, read it carefully. A full report on my desk 1 week from today. Any questions?
You didn't take one note. You resorting to the osmosis theory of learning?
Why do you care?
I don't. Just making an observation.
Great. We'll build a dome over you and jam a telescope in your head.
PJ Harvey. Oh. You don't want to go? I'll see. You don't. It's not you.
I have multiple personalities. It might be one of me.
It's hours of hammering and drilling and dirt, and it's horrible. You'll hate it. This is my wall.
What?
I've been working here. I put together this entire wall. Go work someplace else.
You put together this wall?
Go help with cement.
It's very impressive.
I've done it a million times before. It's no big deal. Louise, what did I just tell you? Use a grub axe for that. Rebuilding Together is an extremely prestigious and respected organization. I've been volunteering for them for years.
Really? You just love the overalls?
I don't. Harvard does.
What does that mean?
When you apply to an Ivy League school, you need more than good grades and test scores to get you in. Every person who applies to Harvard has a perfect GPA and great test scores. It's the extras that put you over the top. The clubs, charities, volunteering. You know.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I started volunteering in 4th grade. I handed out cookies at the local children's hospital. By 10, I was leading my first study group. The youngest person in the group was 12.
Wow.
I've been a camp counselor. I organized a senior illiteracy program. I worked a suicide hotline. I manned a runaway center. I've adopted dolphins, taught sign language, trained seeing eye dogs.
But when did you have time to have a life?
I'll have a life after I graduate from Harvard.
Act 5.
Act 5.
Act 5.
Act 5.
Why don't they just sew our sides together and rename us Chang and Ang? Now, I want everyone to read the chapters on acting I photocopied out of Houseman's memoirs tonight. Everyone will be off book by Friday, and if you plan on missing a rehearsal, you better bring a coroner's note. He's not here. We're on in 20 minutes, and we don't have a Romeo. We are going to fail.
We're not going to fail.
Do you think Harvard accepts people who fail Shakespeare? They don't. I don't have the numbers on it or anything, but I feel pretty secure in saying, you fail Shakespeare, you don't get into Harvard. No, 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 no.
Paris.
I'm not done.
Sorry.
No.
I'm glad you finished that one.
Why am I the only one who cares?
You're not the only one who cares.
No. I know you care, but I need everyone in this stupid room to care because I can't be the only one to care. besides you.
It's just a contest, Paris. It's not like you get a car or a lifetime supply of rice-a-roni.
God, I love that stuff.
The Oppenheimer Award for Excellence in School Journalism is not a contest. It's a statement. It says you're the best writers, the best reporters, the best editors. It says that you've crushed all others who have dared to take you on. It says that every other single school in the United States of America is feeling nothing but shame and defeat and pain because of the people who won the Oppenheimer plaque. I want to be those people. I want to cause that pain.
Our paper is good.
Not good enough.
Last week's issue.
It was a fine effort by a bunch of kids.
We are a bunch of kids.
Not when we're in this room, we're not. Lesher Prep Gazette, Broadmouth Banner, Richmond Heights Chronicle. These publications are not our competition.
Jeez.
The New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post. These publications are our competition. Well, Brad.
Paris.
Guess we're going mano a mano today, huh?
Call. Heads. No, tails. I mean tails.
It's heads. Chilton will pick pro or con.
Pro-assisted suicide.
What a shock.
All right. Whenever you're ready, you may commence.
Thank you. Keep it snappy. A state that has neither a statute nor common law which prohibits assisted suicide, when we know that North Carolina is the proper citation, their subsequent argument falls short of even a level of speciousness due to the fact that it doesn't even have a ring of factual truth, let alone its substance. Charge of the cruelty of the act.
We take it back.
You can't take it back. It's a debate.
Okay, that's enough cruelty for one day, Paris. Your team has won. Congratulations.
Really? Thank you. Thank you very much. Good fight. Better luck next time.
Given that those are the reactions occurring in the two half cells, what do you do next?
Well, if we add them together, doubling the coefficients of the silver half equation, but not the voltage, we get the equation for the complete reaction.
Well, you're in much better shape than you want to think you are.
Impossible. The beginning of what I think is going to be a very exciting experiment.
She doesn't have a baseball bat in her hands, does she?
Now, I'd like everyone to turn to page 1 in your presentation booklets. Hey, we haven't gotten to the pencil part yet.
Oh, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the RX 2002.
Nice.
Very nice.
Now, listed in front of you are all the contents contained in the RX 2002.
Is that? This is my speaking voice. This is its natural volume. Fine, fine. Short-sighted morons.
What now, Paris?
We went to all this trouble to set up this stupid seminar. I say we, but let's face it, I did most of the work, and Mr. Hunter won't let me do it the way I want.
The panelists are up there. We sit across from them and ask questions. What's the problem?
It's boring and predictable and done to death. I wanted Charlie Rose.
To ask the questions?
His style. I wanted us sitting at a round table with black backdrops.
That was really distracting. Oh. Well, by all means, Madeline, you should point out to the faculty that their annoying custom of teaching is distracting you from more important things like nail filing and daydreaming about marrying Ryan Phillippe. I finished the paper on Dickinson. The physics test is for a third grader, and I picked the history of the Egyptian political process as my international history project.
You've been very busy.
I've been very bored.
When are you coming back to school, Paris?
Just give me more homework. It will keep my mind off my life.
There is no more homework. In fact, I think you've almost finished your first year of college.
Well, I can't just sit here thinking I'll go crazy.
Blah, blah, blah. No one listens to those things anyhow, so...
Relax. I'm okay with you making valedictorian over me.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Sure. I actually Googled the personal histories of Ivy League valedictorians going back 25 years and found some enlightening statistics. They don't necessarily do too well in later life. Did you know that?
No?
Oh, yeah. A lot of business failure, crumbled marriages, suicides, obesity.
Okay.
A bunch died in car crashes. Several did time. One suffocated when his cat fell asleep on his face.
Okay, well, thanks again.
AV Geek, I'm going to need 6 minutes.
You're only allowed 2.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Fellow Chilton seniors, it's been quite a year. Good. Well, good luck.
You know, it's weird. Most of the time, I really hated you.
Yeah. I really hated you, too.